What it do, Glow family? What it do, and what it does. This is your coach, Ravel J, hitting you with another one, back with another one, of course. Thank you for tuning in to Unique BioGlow Global Network. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Now, our goal is 100K, okay? But we're going to start in small increments. So let's get us to 1,000 subscribers, okay? We're going to go to 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers, then 10,000 subscribers to boom, 100K. All right, so let's go. Okay, so I told you. Now, I told you this is accountability check-in, okay? And I'm checking in, everyone, okay? I'm going to drop the Mastering the Art of Letting Go, segment 3, which is releasing control, okay? Now, we're going to focus on segment 3, Mastering the Art of Letting Go. Okay. Now, these are a couple of things I use personally, and I do to let things go. Okay, because I do have a problem with control at times. That's one of my saboteurs. Okay, it's one of those, hey, if you can't get it done right, do it yourself. And that is not the way we want to go with things, because oftentimes you will be sitting there by yourself working your butt off and not really seeming like you're getting anywhere. So this is where I wanted to come into mastering the art of releasing control, segment 3 of Mastering the Art of Letting Go. Okay. Now, the topic of discussion is releasing control and its importance in our daily lives. Okay. Now, I want to explain that in this speech, I will be discussing 3 practical steps that can be applied every day to release control effectively. Segment 3, releasing control. Recognizing the illusion of control. The concept that control is often an illusion, and our attempts to control every aspect of our lives can lead to stress and anxiety, as we know. Now, remember, we talked about stress and anxiety, and sometimes it pops up in our lives, and we don't know where it comes from. Well, did you know? Having to have control over everything can actually bring you stress and anxiety. Okay, so we want to make sure that we release the control. Okay. Now, I know we all can relate that there's many situations in our lives that we mistakenly believe that we have control, but we actually don't. Or maybe we're led on to believe that we have the control, but we actually don't. But what is that control? Okay, now I want to emphasize the importance of accepting the uncertainty of life and the need to let go of the urge of controlling everything. Maybe it's just an urge. Have we ever thought about that? Maybe that's why it can be an illusion. Well, let's go on to step 2, cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness, which we have discussed before in segment 2 and in segment 1. Okay, now we're going to discuss the role of our self-awareness in releasing control. That's right, we have to find ourselves and be aware or conscious of what we are doing, when exactly we are doing it, and how to release this control, right? I want to explain how mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing exercises can help us become more aware of our thoughts and our emotions. Now, these are practical tips for incorporating mindfulness into your daily routines, such as setting aside dedicated time for reflection and practicing gratitude. And if you all heard my poem, let's go, let's go. We're going to practice around our community, the attitude of gratitude. And make sure you check that out on the community. Okay. At the Unique Bio Global Network, I'll plug the link to our community network. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so we can incorporate mindfulness into our daily routines, such as setting aside dedicated time for reflection and practicing gratitude. Yes, gratitude, we sometimes have to practice it. Sometimes it doesn't always come so easy. Now, step 3, we're going to embrace the power of surrendering. Ooh, that seems pretty hard, huh? Or is it just a challenge? Now, surrendering doesn't mean you have to give up or be passive, but rather acknowledging that there are some things that are beyond our control. Okay, so what I want us to do is share the benefits of surrendering. Write down in the comments, what are some of your benefits for surrendering? Now, I know there's many people that talks about on YouTube, surrender to the process, surrender to God. Make sure that you surrender. Okay, well, when that surrendering comes, I have a challenge for you. Write down in my comments. Give me some feedback. Come on. Let's comment. We be watching. It costs nothing to give us a like, okay? It costs nothing to share, okay? But can you, if you're willing, share your benefits of surrendering, such as, things as reduced stress or increased resilience, persistence, consistency. Please share the benefits of surrendering. Provide those strategies for embracing surrendering. So, what I would like to know is, what did you do that gave you those benefits of releasing that stress and becoming mindful and aware of when you're taking control and when you need to release control and surrendering to that process? I mean, we're going to embrace surrendering, such as reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, okay? And when I say reframing, I mean like in your mind. Let's reframe challenges that we manage, okay, as opportunities for growth. I don't think you hear what I'm saying. I don't think you right there. Yes, girl. Hey, girl. How you doing? How you doing? Let's give ourselves the opportunity for growth and reframe the challenges that we see in our mind as a point of growth, as a point or opportunity for growth. Practicing acceptance and seeking support when needed is so critical. It's so important. Seek help when it's needed. I can tell you this from my own personal experience of always trying to be in control of everything. I end up doing everything, which means I get nothing done because I want to control everything so much, because I feel like if it doesn't get done correctly, then it's my fault. Or if I don't do it, then guess what? It's going to be my fault if it doesn't get done. Which it goes into more of a self-play. This is where the mindfulness comes in and the reflection comes in. Where it's like, okay, is this really me, or am I feeling this way? Am I just having an urge to control things? Or is that my job and my position? Am I just making up things that's not there to be in control? Or not? It kind of makes you think. That's the reflection when you have to ask yourself some good questions. You have to ask yourself those hard questions. Is this a moment that I can let someone else lead? Is this a moment that I'm holding someone else back from shining and doing what they do great? Something I may do that's not so great, but I feel like I have to do it. What is causing me to feel that way? When did it start? We got to get to the root of these things, okay? And what can I do to release this control? Can I sit there and tell someone I'm working with, you know what? You're right. Why don't you go ahead and take the lead in this? You go ahead. Because I see you have a passion for this. You are great. And then release that stress. Release that needing or that urge to control. Now remember, releasing control is releasing an urge. Now, when I got to it, I would really start thinking about what I was saying, and I was like, why does it feel like an urge? It's like an impulse. What makes me have an impulse where I feel like I have to put my hands in or get in it to control something? Where does that come from? And that's where I want us to dive deep into seeking into ourselves. Where does that come from? What happened to us where we started picking up that trait or that sabotage or sabotage? Okay, I call them sabotage. That is part of the ego. Now, needing to control or to be the leader of a pack or be hyper vigilant, hyper excessive. Okay, overcritical. These are part of our ego. These are the characteristics of an ego. Okay, now our ego is energy go. Okay, it's supposed to protect us. Okay, it's there as a mechanism to protect us, but sometimes it doesn't know when to click off. It doesn't know when to say, okay, this is not the right time for us to kick on to protect ourselves. It tries to overprotect. And we all know that it could be overprotective. It could be overbearing. It could be just a little excessively too much with our egos, right? So if we calm that down, if we go into our mindfulness techniques, if we take a moment to just meditate, if you use your bows, your singing bows, if you use your tuning forks, if you use music, if you use yoga, if you go run, if you work out, you throw a couple of punches, do what helps you, that works best for you, that you have found. Okay, don't stop doing that, but do what works for you to clear your mind and your head so you can reflect back on things and really think, okay, maybe I shouldn't have jumped in here. Maybe I shouldn't have took on this that's biting too much and put it on my plate that I really can't handle right now. Maybe I need to come to my friend and tell him, hey, I need help with this. I'm being a little control freak right now. Okay, it's my saboteur messing with me, but I don't want to sabotage my opportunity for growth. Okay, this is where we're going to have to use our voice, and we're going to have to, our throat chakra, and we're going to have to be vocal and speak up and get help about the things that we need or how to navigate those things. Okay, and then that way you can take some private time to yourself when you feel that coming on, and you can sit back and reflect and become aware of how to navigate these challenges or how to manage them, because we don't have problems, we have challenges, right? If there's a problem, there's a solution. But if there's a challenge, there's an activity we have to get to or we have to physically perform or do in order to get past that challenge and build that mental resilience. Okay, so embracing the power of surrender is step 3. Surrendering, now I know y'all be like, okay, what do you mean? Throwing in the right flag, Reveal? What are we talking about with surrender here? Believe me, when I first started getting into diving into my spirituality, into my self-awareness, learning who I am, and wanting to help others navigate through their journeys, because I realized that there's some things that could be helpful for very difficult times to get through. And people was like, how did you do that? Why didn't I think of that? And I started thinking, well, if they didn't think of it, I thought of it. If they thought of it, I didn't think of it. Why not bring that together in a community and start using these tools and these tutelage to help one another, right? Okay, so embracing, which is step 3, embracing the power of surrender. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment to Unique Bio Glow Global Network. Okay? Like, subscribe, share, and comment. If not, you probably hear this on the network. Come on in. It's only going to be free and to August 8th. Okay? Well, September 8th, excuse me. I started it August 8th to September 8th. This is the last month that we will have our network open and free for you to join. I really want y'all to get in because it's going to be tremendo, okay? Tremendo of a like-minded people, like-souled people, okay? So let's go. Let's go. What are we doing? Let's go. Now, if you're just tuning in, we're getting to the step 3 of Mastering the Art of Letting Go, segment 3, which is releasing control. And remember, control, the need to control is an urge. So what we're doing, we are really curbing our urges. We are putting in check our urges. The things that was like, I feel like I was urged to do. I was just wanting, it's the impulse. It comes to you as I used to say, and I know it's kind of weird for me to say, but oh well, I'm going to say it like this. A nervy impulse. My grandma used to say, girl, you nervy. You're so damn nervy. Well, that's because it's an urge. It's something that it feels like it's controlling me, that I have to jump in there and do it. Until I took the power back and decided to control my saboteurs. Okay. So we'll do some breathing techniques. Okay. At least breathe in at 3 deep breaths in and out. That always opens up your frontal lobes to start to think, the thinking process, the reflecting process. Take a moment to be quiet and to yourself. Okay, so you can become aware of when you're acting in that urge and embracing the power of surrender, which is the 3rd step that we're on. Okay. Now, surrendering doesn't mean you have to give up or be passive, but rather acknowledging that some things are beyond your control. Ooh, I'm telling you what, this was a challenging step for me right here. This one, I have done this myself. This is a challenging step. Do you hear me? But I am here as proof that you can get through it. Okay? That you can get through it. It takes some time. Now, don't think that everything that I'm giving you and saying that this is the steps. This is why it's a practice. This is why we do it daily. Or at the times that it comes on to us most, that our saboteurs is messing with us. Okay? And when I say messing with us, it's jumping out. Okay? Our saboteurs, we have different parts of our ego, okay, that jumps out and that we not become aware of. We're going to have to go over and talk about that. Okay. That I had learned from Dr. Shazad from Baker's University. Okay. And, I want to, matter of fact, I'm going to go back and double check the university because I don't want to give you false information at all. I want you to be able to find Dr. Shazad, look him up. Okay. He is a professor in Cali and he does great work. Great work. I give big ups, a shout out to Mr. Dr. Shazad. Okay. Now, this is where I kind of got this at. This is where I picked this up to learn what is the saboteurs, what is your ego, and how do you calm that down. Now, that doesn't mean, oh my God, I have several different personalities and several different people in there. Oh my God, that's beyond my scope of practice. Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath. Calm down and let's roll forward. Let's move forward. Okay. Now, like I said, now I had a problem with the word surrendering too. Just the fact of what it means. Okay. Just we was programmed as children. When we see surrender, we see someone on the battlefield with a white flag saying, I give up. Okay. I give up. And that's not what surrendering I'm talking about. Not in this segment, not in this way. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean you have to give up or be passive or but rather acknowledging that some things are beyond your control, or accountability check, a truth check with yourself to say, guess what? You know what? I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm trying to, here I go. I'm trying to do this. Let me just release this stress real quick. Let me embrace. This is one of my saboteurs. Let me take a deep breath, get some sensory mind soul techniques, which I'm going to give you. Okay, I'm going to give you, but you know, there's a process I have to give it to you in, because I am going through a process for it. Okay. So I want to make sure that what I give you is not something that I'm not supposed to be able to give. Now, it's the techniques that I know, but it's already patent techniques for someone else's business. So as I learn it myself, Okay, and I'm growing through it from the opportunities of growth. Okay, which I've already been through. Okay, I want to make sure that it's okay for me to do so. So this is where I'll be coming back with the segments and the teachings. And I'll actually go over with you from each segment, like how to cultivate self-awareness and mindfulness and the things and the tools that I actually used that helped me get through that and to keep a joyous smile on my face every day, no matter what. Okay? That's what we're going for. That's our goal. Okay. Now, the benefits of surrendering. The benefits of surrendering, such as what, you may ask? Gotcha. Reduce stress. Everyone can use reduce stress. Am I not lying? Okay. Or am I lying? Okay. Increased resilience, that fortitude, that mind resilience, that the armor, okay, to protect yourself, that resilience to keep going, to never give up on yourself. That's the resilience, the increased resilience that you look. But baby, let me tell you, you already have resilience. But what we want to do is increase your resilience. Okay. Now, from embracing surrendering, such as reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, practicing acceptance, and seeking support when needed is imperative. And I will say this again. The benefits of surrender is such as reduce stress, increase resilience. Okay. And now that's always great because we all know stress kills. But the strategies for embracing surrender, such as reframing challenges, ooh, that sounds so fun, and opportunities for growth, practicing acceptance, and seeking support when needed is so crucial to this part. Okay, now I want to do a recap with you. Okay, first recap for the 3 steps. Recognizing that illusion is recognizing the illusion of control. Let me say that clearly because I be slurring sometimes in my words. Okay, so recognizing the illusion of control. Number 2 recap. Cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness. And number 3, embracing the power of surrender. I want y'all to notice what I just said. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. Embracing the power of surrender. Ooh, you mean to tell me there's a power in surrendering? Yeah, it is. There's a power in surrendering. Knowing that you are strong enough to make the challenge and the choice within the challenge to say, hey, this is not my best suit. I'm not going to increase my stress. I'm not going to decrease my resilience. What I'm going to do is take the opportunity of growth right here and realize that you are good at what you do. And I am great at what I do. You are great at what you do. I'm good at what I do. But this is not my moment. You go ahead. Let me call in for that support and be supported. Okay? Now I want to highlight the significance of release and control. You say, Ravel, what's the significance of this? What do we get out of this? What's the point of us talking about releasing control? Okay, calm down. First off, calm down. Let me highlight the significance of releasing control. For one, it helps you achieve the inner peace. Now, I know lately here I've been seeing everywhere people don't want their peace to be affected. They want to protect their inner peace. Okay. But some just wants to achieve that inner peace. Releasing control and embracing that release can help that. Okay. And guess what? You don't have to be in pursuit of it. And happiness. Let me say that again. Let me highlight the significance of releasing control. It helps you achieve your inner peace and boom, happiness. Oh, did I find a connectivity there? Yeah, we did. If you have your inner peace, then happiness follows with it. Peace and happiness must go hand in hand, right? I see a lot of times a lot of people are in the pursuit of happiness, but really maybe you're in the pursuit of your inner peace that will allow you to have happiness happen for you and to you. Huh? Maybe. So I encourage you to apply these steps daily and experience the transformative power of letting go. Okay? And I hope y'all leave me some feedback. Please write down below what is your process of embracing letting go, releasing control. Okay. Now, I don't mind if it's personal stories. I don't care if you want to put your thought provoking and intellectual stimulating words of encouragement in the comments. Please do. I look forward and I hope to see these steps in my audience and the journey towards releasing control. I hope to see your comments. I will be great to respond back. I will be awesome. I will be so happy. Okay. And I want to make sure that we all get this together. You know, it's step by step. We're learning day by day. Okay. And we're taking it a little bit at a little bit. Little chunks that we can make sure that we digest well, okay? So we want to practice on these things. We got segment 3 out. We'll be heading right back out with segment 4. I love y'all. I want y'all to keep glowing. I want y'all to keep showing up for yourselves. First and foremost, glow for yourself and show up for yourself. I love y'all. I will be back with segment 4 of Mastering the Art of Letting Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Peace.